Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the canon-friendly playthrough of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords. Hey, not my nephew. How are you doing tonight? Now, we know that we've made him into a Jedi. I'm trying to make him and her into a Jedi. So, once I've given him a lightsaber, I can dismiss him and get one of the other two.
You'll find little welcome here, Jedi. For your own good, I recommend you speak to Administrator Adari, quickly finish your business in Kunda, and go. I will tell no one I've seen you, but please leave and don't cause any trouble.
That'll solve that. That's right. You've earned it. Oh, by the way, now I don't need you anymore. Hey, Groucho. Barbarian King. Glad to see you both.
I heard a rumor that the Administrator met with a Jedi. If that's true, I'll quit. I'm gonna work for someone that associates with them.
Ah, wonderful. Can tell how much Jedi are liked here.
Do you actually believe a Jedi would return here? After all they've done to us? They wouldn't dare.
They certainly would. You remember how they were. Always so superior, so arrogant, and never lending a hand when we really needed them.
I still don't believe it.
You should. My cousin's friend, he used to tend the gardens around the Enclave. He swears he saw a Jedi in Kunda. Could be hiding anywhere.
Well, I hope it's true. I hear there's a bounty on them, and we could certainly use the money.
Unless somebody beats you to it.
So, we're really not liked.
Welcome to Kunda. You're a salvager, right? You'll need to see Administrator Adare to get access to the ruins. If you need directions to anything else, just ask. The things that would most interest you are our weapon merchant Anzeron, the leader of our militia. Akere is still around here somewhere too. He sells droid components.
Okay, you've only got 2 days left in your vacation, but you don't pick up your new kayak till Thursday? Is the water still too cold to kayak in right now?
If you get into any trouble, here's the person you'd contact. Unfortunately, recent problems with the salvagers and mercenaries have kept him quite busy. The mercenaries cause disruptions for some of our outlying settlers. They are a constant source of friction for us. I hear the salvagers are having some internal problems too. No, I couldn't. If you're really interested in that, just speak to Zeron.
Yeah, I thought it was still pretty cold up there, Groucho. I don't kayak, but I do enjoy a canoe.
We hope it will become the new center of government for the settlers. The Administrator has been trying to organize us in the wake of the Jedi Civil War. We're a small group of settlers on the edge of Republic space. The building isn't large, but it's only the beginning.
Wow, Mark, why does Lake Michigan have it out for me? But thanks for the heads up. I'll arm myself in case I see the lake coming down the street.
Certainly. What do you want to know? You're not. The only heavily armed people that visit us are either salvages or mercenaries. And you don't look quite gritty enough to be a mercenary. Her office is directly behind this room. You really can't miss it. She can see you now if you like.
Are you waiting for the Administrator too? You won't have to wait too long. But if you want results, now that you may never get here. Kunda's like a droid without his power cell. Useless. We have problems all over, and the most you can get out of the Administrator is a pat in the back.
I'm sick of all their excuses and empty words. I need justice now.
I fought in the war, and I know how to use my blaster rifle. If the Administrator or Zeron doesn't do something, then I will.
You gotta remember, Mark, we just went through winter here in Texas. The Gulf of Mexico could kill you in 24, 27 hours if you fell overboard drunk.
Salvagers are the problem. They strip bare the ruins that belong to the people of Dantooine. Then, they sell what they find back to us at inflated prices.
I'm not a violent man. I've had my share of it in the war. I sincerely hoped I could just hang my blaster rifle on the wall as a souvenir for my grandchildren.
But I can't farm without my equipment.
I will, Groucho. I'm not gonna take on Lake Michigan when it knows where I am. If I can get the drop on it, though, it's on.
Well, yes and no. I brought my moisture vaporator to Kunda to be serviced. On the way back to my farm, I took a shortcut next to the Enclave ruins. Damn Lagrix came out of nowhere. I had to run before they made a meal of me. When I returned to retrieve my equipment, the salvagers had already stripped it bare.
A lot of farming equipment. It's not even valuable, just important for the moisture vaporators and hydroprocessors. The thief must be desperate for credits. I suppose you could. Actually, you almost look like a salvager.
If you could go to this salvager camp and convince the salvager Joran to return my modulator, I would be very grateful.
I'm not rich, but I have some souvenirs from the war I could give you. It's right next to the ruins of the Jedi Enclave. Just follow the smell. You can't miss them. That's great. I'm certainly not getting any help around here. If you need to know anything more, just ask me.
He has the efficient name of Staff, which means he will not say anything meaningful. And the efficient name of Militia while he waves a pistol around.
A visitor. Please, come in. Welcome to Kunda. I am Administrator Tarina Adari. You're the owner of the, ship that just landed? Depending on your business here, the pleasure may be mutual, but you didn't answer my question. Is that ship yours? And unless I'm much mistaken, that's the Ebon Hawk. That vessel has been on Dantooine before, during the war. That was a Jedi vessel. That is an unfortunate truth. and a wise request, which of course I will honor. Most settlers here hold bitter memories of the Sith occupation. Right or wrong, our settlers blame the Jedi and their hidden enclave for their suffering. I remember the old Jedi Masters and the considerable help they lent to Dantooine. I still maintain discreet connections with Jedi. I suppose your arrival here is no coincidence. My friend, let's just call him Frook. We've known each other for many years, and our continued friendship could create many problems in the current political climate. He came to Dantooine not too long ago. He was looking into something quite important. He's gone missing recently. Did he send for you in case something went wrong? Vrook and I had a mutually beneficial arrangement for several weeks. He went to the Jedi Enclave sublevel recently and hasn't returned. I know the sublevel is dangerous. I'm starting to fear the worst. Would you be willing to go to the ruins of the Enclave to look for him? We are fortunate that you've come. Don't expect it to be easy, though. Things rarely are with Jedi. I will have one of the militia transmit permissions to the Enclave's security door. Go expecting danger, for you will most certainly find it there. Is there anything else I can assist you? There are plenty of opportunities to assist people on Dantooine. Too many, I'm afraid. I would go to the militia headquarters and make...
Do any of those opportunities involve getting you anywhere near a sun lamp or a window?
Who do you want to know about? There are 3 groups of people on the planet right now. The settlers, salvagers, and the mercenaries. Mercenaries have been a problem for Dantooine since the end of the Mandalorian Wars. When the Jedi Enclave was here, they were firmly kept in check. But now, relations are uneasy between us. Their leader, Azkul, was a Sith trooper during the war, and I have no doubt he was very good at his job. Until they find work...
Oh, you know me, Mark. I tend to favor the Enclave.
I suggest you talk with Barun in the militia headquarters. He would have more details. They are a necessary inconvenience. Money has been a great concern to us, ever since the Sandrals and Matalays were removed during the Jedi Civil War. The agricultural exports we produce just cover basic maintenance. To expand and prosper, we needed credits. So we had to exploit a valuable resource we had. The ruins of the Jedi Enclave. It was not a decision lightly made. And even then, we couldn't do the work ourselves. Too dangerous. And every settler matters on our small world. So we opened the door to enterprising salvagers. The salvagers you see now are the last remnants of that force. The tithe we took
look at
from
that.
their
Groucho
claims
wants to
sustains
update her
the simplest
pixel
economy
arrangement.
we see now. We plan on using those credits to improve production and protect our world. We have enough to sustain ourselves until more prosperous times. We tolerate their presence because we must, and they generally follow our laws. But their time is almost over. The Jedi Enclave's sublevel is the only place left with reasonable salvage, and it has too many dangers for them. The salvagers aren't warriors. Generally, they are out-of-work miners or cast-offs from other worlds. Dantooine is one of the younger worlds of the Republic. A couple of generations ago, this world was still untamed. We made great progress, in no small part due to the Jedi. But recently, we have been losing ground. During the war, the most prominent settler families either fled or were executed by the Sith. Losing their resources and the Jedi was too great a loss. But now we are all...
Yeah, we're stuck with each other, Mark.
Once we achieve that, I am confident that Dantooine can be safe and prosperous again. No, I suppose I'm not. We need the Republic and always have. We aren't self-sufficient yet and we need aid. The fate of the Telos project is intimately tied to our own. The most humanitarian elements of the Senate have put their careers at stake.
Well, then I guess it's a good thing I single-handedly saved the Telos project.
Will grow and further aid will be given freely. But if they fail, there are colder, more authoritative elements in the Senate that could come to power. They would think nothing of leaving the strategically unimportant worlds to their own devices. That would be a tragic day for Dantooine and many other worlds. The Republic is in flux. Its final shape is uncertain.
Round is a shape.
Certainly. To most people in the galaxy, the distinction between Sith and Jedi is a blurry one, especially since most Sith were once Jedi. It is complicated by the
You
fact
could call it
that
that,
Malak
Groucho.
and Revan were great heroes of the Republic and famed Jedi Knights. But a few years later, they were leading an armada which threatened everyone. And here on Dantooine, the Jedi Enclave...
Although my
provoked a
days of the
brutal
crew cut
occupation
look
by the
are
Sith.
far
It
over.
could have been far worse, but even now the damage has not been fully mended. I don't think everyone hates Jedi. If just a few people changed their minds or spoke up, it could make a great deal of difference. I think that we need the help of the Jedi. If the Jedi's reputation isn't redeemed, the consequences could be quite regrettable. Until then, I would keep your identity secret.
Well, we are Scottish, Irish, and German if you're in my family, so... Two-fisted drinking with delusions of world domination. Our Uncle Sam gave us matching shirts.
What brings you to Kunda? Do you have any troubles to report? I'm here to help. I just hope you aren't here about Garavik. Oh, sorry. If you're brand new to these parts, you may not have any issues with Garavik, unlike most everyone else. You're fortunate not to know him. He's a salvager. His purpose in life seems to be causing us headaches. I can tell he's back in Kunda just by the pounding in my head. If you're not here about Garavik, do you have some other problem? I don't even want to get into it. Ask around if you want to know the details. It'll just make my headache worse if I talk about it. I don't know what we'd do without Administrator Adare. She managed to plow through a lot of the family bickering once the Sith left during the war. She's kept us together.
The question is, Groucho, is
Zeron
it the
too, I
drinking
suppose.
part or the world domination part?
Well, call me a defective protocol droid. Manners, right. I'm Barun Modril. I'm Captain Zeron's right-hand man. I help run the militia here. Well, that makes it sound more important than I am. Zeron takes a hands-on role in running the militia. If you have any real trouble, you'd have to go to him anyway. This is sensitive. It's not really a secret, though. A lot of people are upset with Zeron. He's a hard man and doesn't answer to anybody. Except, I suppose, the Administrator. The thing is, he expects everyone to follow all the laws. That's not normally a bad thing, but the mercenaries are used to having a bit more freedom.
Hey,
so
Ranger.
It's like Zeron keeps prodding a Ranker with a stun stick. To a Ranker, it's just a minor nuisance. But if you keep at it, he's gonna fight back. The mercenaries aren't unreasonable. They're mostly just war veterans looking for work. But Zeron just keeps poking them. So he has to get involved to make sure that the militia does what he wants. Otherwise,
Exactly,
we'd probably
Ranger.
give the mercenaries
That
some
industrial liver didn't come for no reason.
It's tricky. You see, I think Zeron may be taking this whole thing a little personal. I'm not sure. Just a guess. I also think he's doing more to provoke them than just investigating every complaint against them hard. He's up to something. If someone could just ask a few questions, turn up some answers, maybe see if Zeron isn't being completely honest with the rest of us, well then maybe he should be replaced. Just a lot of little things don't add up. It could just be a surprise party. but I think Zeron takes this problem very personal. So if you happen to find something out like that, you should see Administrator Adare. If you have to do some footwork to check into things, you'll be compensated. We should probably talk about something else. I hate going behind the captain's back. I just feel... I just have a feeling about it. I'll tell you anything that's public knowledge. Most militia news passes by me and Zeron. I might be able to help. Oh, sorry. If you're brand new to these parts, you may not have any issues with Garevik, unlike most everyone else.
Mark, you should have that looked at.
Most people follow the rules and just try to get by in life. He's a salvager. His purpose in life seems to be causing us headaches. I can tell he's back in Kunda just by the pounding in my head. If you're not here about Garevik, do you have some other problem? I'll tell you anything that's public knowledge. Most militia news passes by me and Zeron. I might be able to help.
Yeah, I have no Italian in my background, and my waistline certainly shows my love of pasta.
I've heard that rumor too. People get really riled up about Jedi around here. Some people seem to have a selective memory. During the war, the Jedi were a big help here. They did everything for us, from clearing out dangerous beasts to solving a murder investigation. I try to stay out of it, though. Standing up for Jedi is one way to become unpopular around here. Easy to say for someone that doesn't live here. I'd rather grab an unshielded power coupling than get involved in that debate. The militia's dealing with enough already. You're not wrong there. For what good it'll do, if it comes up, I'll say what I think is right. You happy? I hope so. You may be my only friend in a few days. Talking about Jedi is just depressing these days. Any other cheerful problems you want to talk about?
Nope, I'm gonna let you mull on that thought for the rest of the day.
Now.
I'm the militia captain here. Are you here because you're in trouble or looking for it? I see. Well, what's your reason for coming to militia headquarters?
I'm just looking for somebody who thinks he's Batman. Have you seen him?
There are better places to explore and better people to know. I'm sure you have your reasons, though. I'm sure you got questions of your own. And if you're interested, I might have some work for you. You want something? I've seen a lot of visitors come through Kunda. You're the first one in a while that looks the capable sort. We have a small problem with Kinrath. Maybe you've already seen some of them. They're coming from a cave in the Kunda Plains. I'd take care of it myself, but there aren't many people in the militia. We'd lose too many men. There's a reward if you do it. Kinrath are normally just pests. We think something happened to their nest. Started near the end of the Civil War. Nobody knows for sure. Even the Ithorian. And they're smart about...
Take care, Mark. Have a good night. Squeeze those kids for me.
$2,000 credits.
Oh, 2,000 credits. You're the best paying guy I've worked for yet, then.
We used some explosives to seal a cave a couple years back. Just made them angrier. They burrowed another entrance even closer to us. I know there are crystals in there, too. Some of the salvagers once thought about going in there to get some extra credits. Too many Kinrath, though. Cave is on the southeast side of the plains. Shouldn't be hard to find. That's all I can ask. You want something? Some of the salvagers went deep into the ruins and found a lot of Jedi relics. It's the most valuable all the salvagers ever got. But all the salvagers that went down there are dead. So it seems every day or so some salvager comes claiming they're owed by such and such, or that they're related. The whole thing makes me sick. Garovic says he won the whole claim in a Pazak game with the last survivor, right before he killed him. But that was a fair fight. There were witnesses, but nobody remembers Garovic ever playing Pazak. I just hope someone takes this blasted claim off my hands. I'm tired of those lowlives pestering me. We've got real work to do. You want something? He did he? What's this about? I know we don't agree on this, but he's crossing a line. He lives in his sheltered, settler world. He doesn't know what some people are capable of. So he's asked you to go looking into what I'm up to. If I didn't need every last man here.
Alright, I can persuade him that I believe he's wrong, or I can persuade him that I believe he's wrong, but lie about it. Now, I just want to... I don't think that the,
Appreciate.
Zarin is on the wrong side here.
Alright, I can use your help.
Maybe it's
You
the
can't
Batman
tell
voice.
anyone. There's a mercenary captain near what's left of the Jedi Enclave's courtyard. His name is Dopak. Just tell him that I said, go ahead. That's all. You have questions, but it's like this conversation never happened, got it? Just do it. It'll help out Kunda. We can talk more later.
Tochi monas runta, yun bola, wata gratonchi mulira, pitasa cantone toshak. Posoma oritushniki tuk tuk bamba, bora, dino molira nibonon, kin un batno koktek. Posoma oritushniki tuk tuk bamba, bora, dino molira nibonon, kin un batno koktek. Posoma oritushniki tuk tuk bamba, bora.
Okay, we've got another new word combination.
Fasa sushowi, kana ina doka ches, kapata rondi losachi rana bik bik, na ji kachi a ubangta, hoshmanfu ni wado ni kuta maasapa, tong itwamaji, yumali ba to ato into dune, doki nikama renzo ni inash di John Bla when so mas. Tong abaw shan uninong, dawanga nochi, roren manama, kochpa ino shan opera.
Let me see what you're selling there, Tuk-Tuk Bomba.
Heptonich, Dokshati, Rengotish, Bogra Chiun Cuba, Kratok, Wikiri Johnny.
Okay, weapons. I'm not seeing anything I absolutely need. Not upgradable. That's only upgradable with a scope. Okay, nothing in there that I need. Ooh. Mostly because these are not that common. I'm gonna take that. Stealth +4, that's a good bonus. Yeah, I'll take that. That's not worth much. I use lots of med packs. Craftily put things in my way so I can't walk where I want to.
Your luck is not of the hapless settler. You are the newcomer that lands in a battered ship. Yes. No friendly greetings are here for you. Many of the weak are skilled in manners, but I am not weak. Do not seek to insult me again. I am done being inconvenienced by you.
Okay, I have just about as much use for him as anyone else seems to have had. I guess everything is just private or secure. He's got the helpful name of Militia, so I know I don't need to speak with him.
Manama treto sobre barakto drun. Krishe mentru gre babano flank tour na saganich. Gravawe no ku se tabate bate. Trawinsto so potuto neliep green patata. Trawinsto busuto neliep gran patata. Tele ronda nana nintolo gradatira. Tere wana jun konata della raguno tunna. Dai rento run kawre kare papanala ranshinga. Terace wemeno totorere seni senten. Der rento run to wakare kwe wap gerebu. Ninso telepachan gorsada nane gra dalonuta choloren. Der rento to wakare kwe wapa teratana chingaradana. Fera rampada no de ringtada nel camera cella fibor no bodat. Dosane karamala blur incidera mel rebe chinchin granactada. Der rento to wakare kwe wap gerebu. Ninso telepachan gorsada nane gra dalonuta choloren. Tere wana jun konata della raguno tunna. Dai rento run kawre kare papanala ranshinga. Terace wemeno totorere seni senten. Der rento run to wakare kwe wap gerebu. Ninso telepachan gorsada nane gra dalonuta choloren. Der rento run to wakare kwe wapa teratana chingaradana. Fera rampada no de ringtada nel camera cella fibor no bodat. Dosane karamala blur incidera mel rebe chinchin granactada. Der rento run to wakare kwe wap gerebu. Ninso telepachan gorsada nane gra dalonuta choloren. Der rento run to wakare kwe wapa teratana chingaradana. Fera rampada no de ringtada nel camera cella fibor no bodat. Dosane karamala blur incidera mel rebe chinchin granactada. Der rento run to wakare kwe wap gerebu. Ninso telepachan gorsada nane gra dalonuta choloren. Der rento run to wakare kwe wapa teratana chingaradana. Fera rampada no de ringtada nel camera cella fibor no bodat. Dosane karamala blur incidera mel rebe chinchin granactada. Der rento run to wakare kwe wap gerebu. Ninso telepachan gorsada nane gra dalonuta choloren.
Let's start with looking at weapons. He has none. shouldn't need the repair kit, being I don't have any droids with me. His prices aren't bad, but I wouldn't go out of my way for them. In the usual role-playing game ethos, if it's laying around, I can have it. And if the lock is easy enough to open, it's just laying around.
I shall let this one see. To battle.
No, that one didn't beat her up too badly. Yeah, it's awfully convenient that we just understand everything, even though they made a point of telling us that 3PO is a translator droid.
What? You shouldn't sneak up on an old fella like that. You shouldn't be out of here anyway. This is Kinrath territory.
There's something wrong here, because this is supposed to be an old black bald guy.
A couple weeks back, there was an accident here. One of the Western Fringe farmers was coming to Kunda on his swoop with a load of atmospheric sensors. We found him dead and his swoop bike all banged up. I've come back a couple of times to try to figure out if that's what really happened. I do. The Kinrath are dangerous, but as long as you stay on your swoop bike, there's no way they should catch you. I've carefully searched this area and haven't found anything. So maybe our man just got sloppy. We really need those atmospheric sensors.
But Dantooine is temperate. There is no need for atmospheric sensors except for seasonal data collection.
Huh? It's just important we get it back. They're expensive pieces of equipment, and we can't afford to replace them. Regardless, I don't suppose you'd be willing to keep an eye out for something. There is. Oh, there is. A good one, too. I doubt you'll be able to find any evidence of what happened here. But you might come across the atmospheric sensors. They have to be somewhere. If you find any of them, just come back here. I'll pay you 1,000 credits for each one you can find, even if they're broken. No idea whatsoever. I figure it's a real long shot you'd ever spot one. But I also figure it wouldn't hurt to ask.
Alright, so he wants to spend 1,000 credits each, even on broken sensors? There's next to no chance that those are normal sensors. I don't know if I want to stick a whole fish in my ear.
Soon you shall know.
How do you like that? This won't take long.
Could you stop sticking your lightsaber up my butt? He just walked past that Kinrath. Oh, look, atmospheric sensors.
I don't know about that. They are vitally important pieces of equipment on tectonically or environmentally unstable regions. But do you really need atmospheric sensors on Dantooine? I'll have this open in no time. Child's play.
Aha!
Let's get this over with. Take him down.
You're no match.
Yutapak mito, hai best nikta dochi mapao krawe nosha. What a lord chiba fuso bachila nuba chubanok. Yatuka uwanrika chotin wani maurata wakata chi luma lispa. Huta yanolia, jukta gene chuba wonki na jung winoton ma no miurita. Kavanata galu, kavanami donki krato. Kavanata galu, kavanami donki krato.
Again with the donkey grotto.
Miki baranye doso so rika chondin, wana magrable mogo. Yatuka wan rika chotin wani maurata wakata chi luma lispa.
Have you seen a tuner ranger?
Bram tabanin sochu. Da come jusmak miki baranye doso so rika chondin, Wana magrable mogo.
Alright. I want to hold your gland.
Yatuka wanrika chotin wani maurata wakata chi luma lispa. Huta yanolia. Jukta genichu bawanki na jung winoton ma no miurita.
Yeah, I'll give it back.
You
You would definitely be the laughingstock if you lost your gland.
Yatuka wanrika chotin wani maurata wakata chi luma lispa. Bram tabanin soju. Da come giusmak miki baranye doso so rika chondin. Wana magrable mogo. Yatuka wanrika chotin wani maurata wakata chi luma lispa. Bram tabanin soju. Da come giusmak miki baranye doso so rika chondin. Wana magrable mogo. Yatuka wanrika chotin wani maurata wakata chi luma lispa.
Let's do this. Hopefully it'll circle around and let me have that scent gland option again.
Bram tabanin soju. Da come giusmak miki baranye doso so.
Yeah, you're gonna do that. Yeah.
Wana magrable mogo.
Let's get this over with.
I can't understand why his friends would assume I'm a Jedi. You think he'd assume I was a Jedi?
Too bad.
How do you like that?
You're no match for us.
Well, it's a good thing it survives on wasted brain energies.
Yatuka wanrika chotin wani maurata wakata chi luma lispa. Yatuka Kabadum Yatuka Bram tabat Yatuka Bram tabanin soju. Da come giusmak miki baranye doso so.
Alright, so that wasn't really an interesting conversation path anyway.
Let's get this over with.
You are no match for us.
Well, I kind of put myself on the Mace Windu spectrum of using the Force. I don't mind using the dark side of the Force for good reasons.
Take him down.
Poison spreading through my body.
I like how she casually mentions the poison is spreading through my body. Maybe that's why you turned green.
Your thoughts are disturbed. I can feel them from a great distance, like a shiver running through you.
Echoes. I feel echoes of the Force here.
Force-sensitive locations such as this absorb and reflect Force energy. The crystals are the catalyst here. I sense that Revan once passed through here, leaving a strong impression behind in the crystals. Perhaps future Jedi who visit this cave will feel our presence.
This is true,
as if
Groucho,
seeing
but that's
our
in
footprints
Legends.
preserved in the soil. The crystals here do not drain Force energy from Jedi. They collect the excess energy that radiates from those attuned to the Force. That can hardly be avoided. Even mundane actions of the basest creatures can create detectable ripples in the Force. A Minok beating its wings on the plains could cause a sandstorm in the desert. And figuratively speaking, Jedi
I
have
personally
much
am a
bigger
very
wings.
Qui-Gon-like Jedi when I play one on most role-playing games.
The crystals here are infused with the Force. Some could be harvested and used for lightsabers.
Wow, that's a gang of Kinrath that I didn't expect. Why target him?
A weakness is revealed.
Let's get this over with.
Wow. She is just cutting me down. That was unexpected. Wow. Oh, that sucks. Here, that didn't kill you, okay? Ha! Not just a pretty face with horns on my head. And she goes running into combat with something we haven't even seen. Ooh, I got an Ultima Pearl. Let's save that. Now let's look at what an Ultima Pearl is. Just look under, there it is. +2 damage, +3 attack, and massive criticals. Nice. I found a crystal named after me.
Crystal responds to you. This is very rare indeed.
Well, it has the same name as me.
The crystal's bond with you is such that the stronger you become in the Force, the more powerful your crystal will grow. This crystal will make an excellent focus for a lightsaber.
I think the balance in the Force that Anakin was bringing forth was the breaking of the Jedi dogma that basically made them into little more than automatons. They must adhere to the code, not have emotion. Luke kind of breaks that. He responds to his emotion but doesn't get overwhelmed by it. And by doing so, he's exposing that he doesn't necessarily lose himself to the dark side of the Force.
Quite the contrary. Picture yourself as a sieve, and the Force as water pouring into you. This crystal draws from the excess water that escapes the sieve.
No one says he killed the Gamorreans that he used the Force to choke. I mean, they backed off and sat down, but he could have easily just choked them out.
The crystal is in tune with you. It will use whatever water that pours through you, be it dark or light.
I mean, technically, right now, I'm running around like Anakin, slaughtering younglings. Make sure I'm not missing any crystals. Nope. No crystals missed. I agree 90% with that. I just don't agree with the there is no dark or light. Because there is clearly dark or light.
A weakness is revealed.
Alright, come on.
A weakness is revealed.
Well, that's the main reason I think the Jedi teachings were so wrong. Is they did not have any exposure to training that could help them deal with strong emotions. And I think that's one of the reasons the Jedi in this game feel so wrong. It's a pattern that they repeat. They don't have the background to deal with strong emotions. They don't have the insight to figure out a non-dogmatic answer to situations that they've gotten into. And obviously, dogma is not going to answer everything. Yeah, it is definitely there cannot be there cannot be darkness without light. Just as there cannot be light without darkness. And it's not to say they don't exist per se, but there's no comparison. If everything is dark or everything is light, the other doesn't have any meaning. Let's finish wiping this species out. The Jedi way. I don't think Anakin would have fallen to the dark side had Qui-Gon been around to mentor him.
I don't suppose you found any of those atmospheric sensors? That's great news. My offer still stands. I'll pay you 3,000 credits for all of them. I was afraid of that. So, how do we do this, then? We were picking up off-world transmissions between the mercenaries and someone, we don't know who. We know that the mercs are up to something, we just don't know what. We set those atmospheric sensors up to gather information. Now you know why we need those sensors. I'll pay you 5,000 credits for all 3 of them. That's about all we can afford. You make money and help us out at the same time. What do you say? Yeah, that's admirable of you. Thank you. I'll get this back to Zeron when I get back to Kunda.
Such acts have their own strength about them. I had forgotten. Principles of sacrifice and charity. These are things I have not seen in some time. I'm afraid that it will weaken you for what comes. But I have said enough, and you do not need my counsel. Your actions should, as always, be your own.
There are supposedly people who wrote for the Legends that actually put Qui-Gon's death as a goal of Palpatine when he became aware of Anakin, which I don't doubt would be the case.
General, need something? Yes, General? I got tired of it. Kept dropping my hydro spanner. Figured I'd get a new one. I was only kidding. Actually, it was a souvenir from Malachor. I was lucky it was all I lost. But at least it gave me something to do, right? Everyone always said I was probably half machine anyway. Something else I can help you with?
You've got a robot stuck in your neck? That doesn't bother you at all? It actually looks quite painful. Did Bethesda write this part of the code?
Can I help you? Just trying to make a living. At least there's still people in the galaxy who know our value. It's not glamorous work, but a man has to eat, right?
Hey, Hawk. Palpatine was a dick.
You've wandered into the wrong camp. You got the look of a warrior, and we got all the blasters.
But he was a dedicated dick with a plan.
Just take a trip spaceward. We don't need any more competition. Got it? Capability's got nothing to do with it. We don't have room because there's no work right now. If we get a contract, come back. You look like you might be done enough. But only come back if you're not too particular on who you fight for, or what you're fighting. We'll take any contracts we can get right now. I know about the thief. The amount of noise the settlers have made over that thief, you'd think he stole their whole planet. Before you ask, I have no idea who the thief is. It's not one of us. If we wanted something that bad, we'd just take it. What if we do? They're practically begging to be pushed around. You've seen them, right? They're weak. You sound like a flaming Jedi. I didn't just mean their weapons. I meant their character. They're very quick to blame everyone but themselves for their problems. So the galaxy has dealt them a bad hand. They should ante up and get back in the game. The administrator is different. It's just another spaceport to me. We've been here too long for my tastes. And the settlers... We have to live somewhere. There's a natural order to things that they just don't seem to get. They'll learn.
A dick that shoots lightning sounds like a medical problem. Oh, I definitely would get in trouble. The Jedi would kick me out for excessive use of the Force. There was a lot of things that happened in, even through Empire. Through the end of Empire, Lucas was not sure that Leia was Luke's sister, even after he wrote that part of the movie.
Just make sure these settlers know their place. The Republic isn't going to send a single trainee to help this planet. She's got spirit, but she seems to focus most of her effort on trying to get us off this planet. Terena has to learn that we aren't moving. I have time to kill, and talking about Dantooine just irritates me. I don't suppose you're here to hire us. It's been a long time since we've had a paying job. Some of us are getting jumpy. What does the militia have to say to us? Any of our men get into trouble? I think that Zeron is 3 cards short of a Pazak deck. You can tell him you've delivered your message. Thanks. Now get out of here.
Oh no, I wouldn't be in trouble for using Force against people. I'd be like grabbing stuff off shelves and being lazy with it. That's one tough dog.
You are no match for us. A weakness is revealed.
Wow, those are tough doggies. I'd be using the Force to manipulate things like the lotto numbers. It's a cross between a dog and a freaking goat. And apparently they're fairly immune to lightning.
This one. Will fall.
Let me handle this.
I shall make this one.
Let me handle this. How do you like that?
Theodore sounds like a creepy rapist. How do you like that?
A weakness is revealed. A weakness is revealed.
I forget who did her voice, but she was one of the actresses who went on to be a fairly good live actress.
Oh, a visitor comes to our delightful salvager camp. We are honored. Do you come bringing your credits and curiosity? A civilized person with manners. Very rare in this part of the galaxy. I am most honored to meet you. If I may, a question I pose to you, traveler. Do you wish to buy one of the most elusive of all Jedi artifacts? A powerful Jedi holocron. You flatter me, Traveler. It was a good day when I found this holocron. But you are lucky, for I will sell it to you for a low price. I ask a mere 1,000 credits for this rare find. This is not a matter of negotiation. You should buy it quickly before others come. I assure you it isn't. I will show it to you presently. As you can see, it is in fine shape. A real bargain at a mere 1,000 credits. How did you know? I never unload this accursed thing. This isn't my fault. You can't blame me.
How isn't this your fault?
Through several hands in this camp. I am merely the latest victim. I wish to abandon this dung heap. No, of course not. Another salvager sold it to me, and he bought it from another one before him. When there were more salvagers, incidents like this were common. But now there are few of us, and I'm stuck with this garbage. There's no way I can make it home to my family and children. You with all your observations. I'm not going to talk to you about the holocron anymore. So, what should we talk about? You should talk to Dorala. I've told her everything I know. I think I saw the thief by the ruins of the Enclave. I believe that the thief has to be living in the sub-level, because every place else has been visited many times by the salvagers. I didn't get a clear look at the thief. It was dark, and the ruins provide many hiding places. There isn't much to see around here. The planet is very lightly populated by settlers, mercenaries, and us. We come from many different planets, drawn to the rumors of fortune. I believe the early salvagers did make some credits, but latecomers like myself barely find it.
Groucho, I can think of a few hockey games that would be different if I had the Force.
Many think that the administrator didn't allow us to salvage until her people were done with it. They want nothing to do with us. The only thing they want is part of our profits. Now that salvaging is running out, I doubt they will tolerate our presence much longer. I don't know nor care. They're trouble, but fortunately they ignore us. When they're looking for work, they mainly bother the settlers. They want nothing to do with us. The only thing they want is part of our profit.
Yeah, I heard that.
Ah, the Traveler has returned. I hope the Dantooine is providing suitable distraction and entertainment for you. So, what should we talk about?
You a new salvager? Or one of those Kunda cantina rats coming here to complain? Well, we don't need another one. Look around this camp. We got the salvaging more than covered. I'm gonna give you some advice. Turn back. There's nothing you're gonna find. Because anything valuable in the ruins was carted away months ago. The only salvagers left are either desperate, ornery, or not right in the head. And while you look dirty enough to be here, I don't think you're any of those things. So go back to Kunda.
Yeah.
The only thing left is the sub-level, and that's crawling with Lagrex. And those things are smarter than half the salvagers here, though that don't take much. And don't be asking any pesky questions. You're new, and no one is gonna help you out. Because there isn't enough salvage to share with the people already here. And a hungry newcomer is about as welcome as a diuretic hut. I've been here the longest, and I'll be here last. I buy Jedi salvage from the ruins. Slow business now, but I get by. Sometimes I sell them to visitors like yourself. Besides, that's none of your flaming business. You should have let me know you're a customer instead of letting me think you're some disease-ridden salvager. Let me show you what I've got.
Oh, another one of these, but for 7,000. You're. some extra damage. That's not a bad choice. I will definitely take one of those. An emitter. Energy cell for 2 bonus damage. Or bonus 1 damage. Okay, let's get that improved energy cell. Yeah, I think that was the best one of the group. And I got the, I got one of those already, right? Oh, she won't let me show my sell items. She's not buying for me. I think I need to take that, even though it's 7,000.
You still lurking around here? Don't tell me that flaming Solru sent you. I went over all this with Zeron. We've been hit by the flaming thief more than he has. Every other night it seems we find something missing. And it's not like we have much. We keep asking Zeron to help us, but he sends us nobody. So the thief keeps coming from the ruins or whatever hole he lives in and taking what's ours. If we ever catch him, we'll take our time killing him.
Wow.
The only guess I've heard is it's a mercenary that's been kicked out. Most of them leave us alone. They focus most of their attention on the settlers. But we really don't know. I hear he's planning to shoot anybody that goes on his farm. I'm just glad we're not the only people suffering. Maybe if he moans enough, the militia will do something. That's our best guess. Sneaky as sin, but Raylon caught a glance of him that way. We keep hoping the Legrex finish the thief off, but that would be far too easy for us. If you haven't met Raylon, though, he's not reliable. He's in the camp if you want to talk to him about the thief. If you must. If you can do something about the thief, do it and get out of here. There's nothing for you here anyway. If you're not going to listen to anybody, maybe you can help me out. The only place that has anything is the sub-level. And only a couple of fools have gone there. And they're now dead fools. I'd like to do the decent thing and get their bodies and put them to rest. That hole isn't a fit place for a salvager. So, if you find a couple human corpses down there, just grab their gear and their bodies. I'll pay you 500 credits for each of them. Plus salvagers that are still here have to stick together.
Okay. Alright, spoken to Raylon. I'm gonna save this right here. And I'm gonna take a short break to refill my drink. I hope you guys will take advantage of this to refresh your drinks, get yourself some snacks, possibly get yourself a bathroom break. I'll be back in 3 to 5 minutes. And I am back. Let us continue.
Do you feel it? The wound on this world, it is centered here. If we succeed in gathering the Jedi come to this place,
I
and
see
if those
HK
Jedi are
droids.
slain, then all that remains of the Order shall be drawn here as well.
I know what to do with HK droids.
We will know when the time comes. And I hope our enemies do not.
Okay. Let's get our Mandalorian shield up. And let's get... What's this one? That's the droid oxidizer. That's what I want him to be using.
Announcement. You have caused us to expenditure a great deal of effort to find you, Jedi. Annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communication.
Oh, thanks, Groucho. It actually came with the,
Resistance, Jedi. Or you will come with us in pain.
Streamlabs, so... But I do like it, and I thought that it was a, better... I don't have any ion? There they go.
Systems failing, Master. Systems failing, Master.
That's a lot easier now. And you should be switching weapons.
Yeah?
A weakness is revealed.
Okay, so let's kill the dog. Did that dog just split into two dogs? Because it feels to me like he just became two dogs. Did you switch weapons, by the way? Yes, you did. Okay.
What's going
A weakness is revealed.
Take him down.
A weakness is revealed. A weakness is revealed.
Let's get this over with. Let's get this over with.
That's some dead doggies. Just find out that I went to the wrong door. Five words, huh? I can't wait to hear this.
Who are we missing? We're one off.
We're missing Joran. I don't see Joran.
That runt of a cath hound, he's the one with the backpack. Did anybody grab anything from the room? Anybody? What do you want? I managed to get this sad lot of salvagers to work together. Then we get 2 rooms into the sub-level, and we get swarmed by Lagrex. And even then we fight our way out. But of course the only one that managed to grab the salvage is still in there. I don't even know why I bothered. Are you kidding? Of course we aren't. He's on his own. I only wish he didn't have the salvage on him. Now, if you don't mind, we're going someplace you can't eavesdrop on us, and get down to our business.
Your business of not having anything to show for your efforts today? Okay. I can only imagine what that argument was. Well, Flyers fans aren't exactly human, so I get the disdain there.
Let's get this over with.
This room's got nothing. That's a locked door. We'll check that in a second. I don't see any more critters. And I spoke too soon. Okay.
You are no match for us.
Get this over with.
Did they just come out? They opened a locked door. That's some talented critters. And one of them is shooting fire.
Soon you shall know.
Take them down.
Now multiple of them are shooting fire. I did not see Vault Girl online tonight. And Draco's not online tonight because some truck took down a pole and eliminated his,
My Legrex! You've killed them! They're my pets!
his internet service.
I'm not a thief! People give to the Jedi in exchange for service. They were just giving. You're one of them. Just another stinking salvager and thief, stealing what belongs to Jedi. I am a Padawan, and one day I will learn enough to be a Jedi. I was studying here when Darth Malak and the Sith came. I was outside the Enclave when my master left me at the Matalay estate. Shen protected me, but the Sith came asking questions. All the Matalays died, but I hid. Even when the estate was burning, I hid. So I hide. I'm hiding until my master returns. You were? I had no idea. You aren't anymore? Are there any Jedi left? They are like me. I thought I was alone. Are there any masters? I remember him. I sent my Legrex to get him to leave, but he just made my pets stop. I was going to talk to him, but the mercenaries came for him. They never come down here. I was surprised and hid. There was a big fight. They said they were going to take him someplace. I know that was wrong. I'll stop. I was just trying to get enough credits to eat, but I'll think of something else. Something that doesn't hurt anyone. I found some things. I don't know how to use them. Here, you can have them. I had a holocron, but it said terrible things. I threw it far away. It told me the Jedi were no more, that I needed to survive and do anything to protect my home. The holocron was more forceful the longer I learned. It frightened me. I threw it into the ruins. I went back to find it, but the Salvager stole it. It was my only teacher. I don't know. I'll try to find a master to teach me. There have to be some left. I'm not going to use the Force until I find one. So much has gone wrong. Should I feel bad that I feel better? But I still need to find a master. The lessons I learned, I think I need to unlearn them. And also with you. Thank you!
I shall if a weakness is revealed.
Once again, I proved adept at speaking to you guys with the mute button pressed. Not that anything I said was really earth-shattering, but, apparently Draco's internet outage is caused by his town having a single feeder line, and a truck came and hit the, pole that carried it. And until TxDOT can replace the pole, there's no internet for you.
Soon you shall know pain.
Ooh. I found a dead salvager and put him in my backpack. No, Barbarian, this is one of those games that I actually get to talk to you guys while I'm playing. So, if I'm that silent for that long, it's probably a mistake. Ah, that was lucky. Come see me, Legrex. Why didn't you set off those mines?
I shall make this one see. This one will fall.
Take them down.
Still want to know why they didn't set off those mines. And this one was just sitting in here cowering away.
To battle.
Let me handle this.
A weakness revealed.
There we go. Now then. Now let's unlock it. I'm here investigating complaints of a storage room door sticking shut following a recent mishap with a defective flaming protocol droid. Flaming protocol droids. Do we need protocol droids that are on fire? My assistant Tarn will be on hand to open the door for me if I get stuck in the storage room. Main computer non-responsive. Okay, open the storage room door. Doesn't have a camera in the storage room. Yes, it does. Well, there's stuff in there, and a person. Let's overload the terminal. That'll open the door. This is the workpad of Durgar Chester. Chester? Really? That was your Star Wars-y name for this guy, huh? The late head technician of the Enclave. There's a personal note written here. It's been a couple of weeks and no one has come for me. I can only assume it was destroyed. Now I'm buried alive. Ouch. Well, think of it this way. All this stuff, none of which is really Jedi in nature, was protected by your dying breath. Ooh. That's something I want to know more about. Oh, it's dark side. Okay. Look at all this stuff that was not Jedi related in the Jedi storeroom. Let's save at this point.
You're no match for us.
Let's get this over with.
You are no match for us.
Let's get this over with.
See, there's that creepy rape sound again.
Let me handle this.
You'd think that would have more effect on him. Let's try that. Yeah, it doesn't have much effect either. Yeah, no shit. She ran into a nest of Legrex. That their name is Deadly Legrec. Of course, there's a party member then. Wow, out of advanced med packs already. What do life support packs do? Dermal regenerators, they cannot be used by droids. Life support packs heals 30 instantly. Got it. That's not the one I wanted.
Let me handle.
Oh, I'm so glad that it gave her a bonus to her laying on the floor.
This.
Alright, did we miss anything in this hallway yet? Nope, this is the first door here. Let's get some force power back. Yeah, I'd like to know how he keeps missing at that range too, but I think I need to give him a better weapon. It does 2 to 14 damage. What else do we have that he can use? That does 1 to 8 plus 1 to 6, so that's 2 to 14 damage too. That only does 1 to 10. Two to 11. One to 10. 2 to 16 is actually the heavy mining laser's better than the wow. Advanced mining laser, blaster rifle, Arcanian blaster rifle. There we go. There's something for him. Does she have a melee shield? Can you use that damn thing, please?
My life is yours.
She didn't use that, did she? Okay, she still might.
The honor is mine.
This won't take long.
You are no match.
Hello.
I am an historian and scientist working for the Republic, although I'm certain my contemporaries would judge me more a historian than scientist. Like you, I was looking for some trace of the Jedi. I had heard mention that one of the Jedi Masters had gone there, but I found no trace of them. The other reason was the ruins of the Jedi Enclave, and once I arrived, I felt it was necessary to stay, to protect what was left. Much had been taken from the Enclave, both by raiders and others. I wished to preserve what I could. Many artifacts were taken from the Enclave, but these thefts, they had to have been done by someone who knew the Enclave well. I suspect the Jedi themselves took the holocrons and records, but I do not know why. Someone has been taking holocrons from sites across the galaxy. It is almost as if someone does not want their knowledge used to find the Jedi. The situation on Dantooine is echoed in other places in the galaxy. Raiders, smugglers, all seek to plunder what remains of the Jedi, and even the Sith. More so than the Jedi themselves, I fear the loss of their history. Much has been forgotten in recent wars, and I fear that greater troubles shall stem from that loss of knowledge in the future. The destruction of the Academy on Ossus near the Kron Drift in the Sith War, the teachings of Master Arca, the adventures of Jolie Bindo on the Rimward missions. All of these things are in danger of being lost forever. What else would you like to know? No. It is something of a mystery why they would exile themselves as they have. It is not the way of the Jedi to vanish in such a way.
How did you know that they exiled
Especially when
themselves?
the Republic is in need of them. I fear that there is something else at work. Something that we cannot see. Then again, perhaps the Jedi are hiding simply because so many people hate them these days. It is difficult sometimes for the Jedi to see such things, since much of it is rooted in human nature, and the Jedi are often removed from events of daily life, insulated. But the reason the Jedi Civil War was named such was because few in the galaxy can recognize the difference between the Sith and the Jedi. To them, they are both Jedi, with different philosophies.
The Jedi have protected the galaxy for centuries. Do you hate the Jedi?
No. I do not hate them. They only raise questions without answers. Jedi are not supposed to be like the rest of us. They are supposed to see a higher purpose in all things. And they are supposed to train students responsibly and well, so mistakes of the past are not repeated. Yet all I saw was ignorance and arrogance, and what those seeds created in the Republic. It is difficult to follow the Jedi Code when so few others have, but you know this. Many Jedi defied the Order during the Mandalorian Wars, and it paved the way for the Jedi Civil War. There is no blame. All must accept. But, at its core, one must wonder if it was the failure of the Jedi teachings or the teachers themselves. Many of the Jedi Council trained Exar Kun, Ulik, Revan, and Malak. How could they not see the danger they posed? And if they could not, perhaps there was some essential part of their teachings that was flawed. Something beyond the Jedi Code that they were missing. I am not certain you understand what happened with Revan. Do you wish me to explain? Revan was captured in the middle of the Jedi Civil War, due in no small part to his apprentice Malak, who turned on him. Revan was brought before the Jedi Council and put on trial. You must understand that the situation was desperate, and the Jedi needed to know how Revan had amassed the forces arrayed against them. As I understand it, they were able to convince Revan to have a change of heart. Revan helped the Republic defeat Malak. Perhaps in his conversation with the Jedi Masters,
not quite
they
the
were
way
able
that
to
it
convince
went.
him of the rightness of their actions. Revan had many masters. Zar, Dorak, Master K before K left for the wars. Towards the end of his training, he sought out many to learn techniques. It is said that he returned to his first master at the end of his training in order to learn how he might best leave the Order. What else would you like to know? I'm trying to save the Republic. Dantooine and the Jedi Order are instrumental to that effort. Despite the troubles of the Jedi Civil War, there are those among the Republic who still favor the Jedi and wish them to return. And there are admirals within the fleet who recognize that the Jedi must be found if the Republic is to hold together. Yet as long as Onderon remains within the Republic and the efforts on Telos succeed, that is all that matters. The Republic is fragile right now. Telos is important because its success will determine whether or not the other dead worlds receive the same reconstruction efforts. If Telos is rebuilt and made habitable again, it will affect a string of worlds along the rim. Onderon, strangely enough, was unaffected by the Jedi Civil War. It's almost as if Revan didn't want to attack it. Its resources and position on the rim make it a vital supply line and guard post against outer rim attacks. Also, it's the only world in the Republic still capable of seeding ecosystems into other dead worlds. Onderon's wildlife is some of the most aggressive in the known galaxy. Merely placing some of those beasts on target worlds will guarantee their habitation for years to come. Dantooine was one of the few Republic worlds on the Outer Rim. It is why the Republic is attempting to get the settlement up and running. Dantooine is within reach of several other Rim worlds, and the Republic will need it as a resupply post if they are to keep a presence on the Rim. What else would you like to know? I imagine in your travels of the galaxy you've seen many people. Faces tend to blur together after a time. What else would you like to know? Someone has been taking the more. Before you go, I had a question for you. You came to Dantooine in search of Jedi. Why? If the Sith are rising in the galaxy again, then it is strange the Jedi would not be there to meet them, and that we have not seen more evidence of the Sith. No, I believe you. I merely find such subtleties among the Sith to be strange. They have been known to practice deception, but in the histories, since the time of the Dark Lords Kun and Keldroma, and Revan and Malak, such subtleties have been rare. In any case, it seems to me like our goals are compatible. If you would have me, I can apply my knowledge and skills to helping you find the answers you seek.
We would welcome your company. And because you're being mostly useless, you don't get to come. Dead mercenaries. Killed by a lightsaber. Okay, now we know that Vrook came here. The Gimme statue. Shame I can't use these computers. They look like they are actually connected to something. I should arm him. Because he's got, like, nothing going on. You can wear different types of armor. Let's, I can give you advisor or warrior armor. Warrior, it's better protection. You'll need a melee shield. And an energy shield. There's an Arcanian one. You'll need some gloves. Let's give you some accuracy. No. Dominator is strength. Perception is dex, wisdom, and awareness. That's good. You don't need persuade. Stealth, dexterity, constitution's a bonus, yeah. I like the skills package for you, yeah. You need a targeting visor, maybe. Awareness might be +2 attacks and defense. That's what we want. Immunity belt. You lose 1 to your attack mods, but that's okay. Let's get you a good gun. 1 to 12. I should have taken that rifle away from him. 2 to 14. 4 to 12. Where's the pistol that... Is it this one? This is the 2 to 14 pistol. And give you something bladed. Two to 12 for a vibro sword, 4 to 14 for a tremor sword. I think that tremor sword is your close combat weapon. Now I should probably check what level you are. You're level 6. Everyone else is in their teens, so let's get you some, at least a few levels. Have to skip a level in order to get a, see if I can conditioning. He's already got conditioning or toughness. I'm a historian with a 10 intelligence. Let's get this guy a computer point. Wow, he is going to be a master of two-handed fighting when I get around to turning him into a Jedi and giving him 2 lightsabers. Let's give him some extra hit points again. Make him a better duelist. And an even better duelist. Or what's this one? Improved close combat. Okay, he's gonna need that one soon. Yay! Okay, let's get... improve that. Two more levels should bring him at least equal with Beodur. Now we need to consider what his melee is like. He's got flurry, power. He doesn't have this one. He only has one weapon now. Let's find him a master power attack. And that's good for him for now. Which direction have I already been? I need to go right.
Soon you shall know pain.
You have left me an opening! You have left me an opening!
This guy's been with us 3 seconds. He's already more competent than Beodor. And he doesn't use creepy, rapey lines in combat. Bunch of protocol droids. Finally got a workbench. Let's fix up my lightsaber. That doesn't say much. Its power reflects that of its master. We'll have to put a weight on that one. There's a crystal with a J. There it is. Not only does that does 1 to 4, but the other one does 2. This one does 1 extra damage to droids, and criticals are really better. I'm gonna go with the constant 2 instead of the 1 to 4. I really don't want to know why the droids are shut down. Okay. There we go. Ooh, I found a will. Yeah, I want this stuff. There we go. And somehow that's not dark side points. I bet there's Lagrex in here. No?
Soon we shall know pain.
Okay, that covers that.
Is someone out there? Anybody? Help! Lagrex are everywhere! Help me! I'm trapped in here! Yes, I am. I locked the door in here. I thought I was gonna be Lagrex compost. Did you take care of him, stranger? I could. But if there's another one of those damn beasts out there, I'll stay put. You must be fierce with a blaster, then. Give me a moment. I sort of jammed the door a bit. Just don't leave.
Not quite fierce with a
Thanks
blaster.
for saving me. I thought those Lagrex had me for sure. It's all Tapelay's fault. She said the entryway to the sublevel was safe enough. This area's hardly been explored. We barely got in here. And then everybody started going left and right, grabbing anything they could. It was every man for himself, and nobody was watching for Lagrex. Then before you know it, we were under attack by those beasts. So salvagers were running every which way, and they left me to die. All the easy pickings have been picked. Now everything
Good
that's
night,
worth
King.
more than a glass of
Thanks for
Chuma
coming
juice is
out.
long gone. So this level is about the only place that's left. And as you might have noticed, it's very dangerous down here. Almost nobody's managed to get anything from down here. Not that it matters. There was a group that managed to get in and got one of the biggest hauls ever. Tapelay said we could do that too, but they were a damn sight more organized than we were. And they've caused more problems dead than they ever did alive. They were the first to really get anything from this damn level. They were so confident they went right back in. A bunch of us salvagers waited by the entrance. Only 2 of the 4 came back, and 1 died right away from his wounds. The other man was gonna be rich, but then he picked a fight with Garavik. It wasn't much of a fight, and there was no one left. And that's the whole problem. Well, since every last one of them is dead, their find is sitting in the militia's headquarters. That's one of the biggest claims ever, and they won't give it to nobody. So people keep saying that they were owed by the dead salvagers, or that they're related. But Zeron isn't an idiot. The only thing he's gonna believe is a will. And after some tried to pass less than authentic ones off on him, now he'll only take a will and their personal effects. She was playing you for a fool. No doubt she'd like to find those bodies. That, plus a conveniently worded will, and she'd make a pile of credits. Certainly. Just don't take too long. I don't know how long before those beasts come back. No, I didn't get anything. Now I'd just like to leave. I guess you're right. I grabbed a couple of things in the room we were in. I didn't want to tell you because you might make a claim for it. I need the credits. Now, I hadn't thought of that. We could arrange something like that. That would work. I managed to grab 3 things. One's some sort of crystal, and the other looks like parts. For a lightsaber, maybe, I don't know. If you give me 1,300 credits, you can have it all. Now, that'll be enough for me to get off this rock. No returns on this. You're stuck with what you buy. A pleasure doing. I'm going to the salvager camp. It'll take some time to get things in order. Come visit if you like, but if you don't like what you bought, it isn't my problem.
Okay, I got a few things. Cheaper than I would have bought it from a vendor, that's for sure. Now, I bet you
this battle is joined.
I shall make this one see.
I bet those guys out there are not the welcoming committee.
Braved the perils of the sublevel, yes. Many stories and artifacts in your possession. This is fortuitous for myself and associates. For now, not only do I get rich salvage, but an even richer bounty. Do not be making this difficult. Your death can be quite painless. So, this is your threat? Is Terra what I'm supposed to feel? We know a thing about Jedi and their ways. And now, Jedi, we shall fight.
Yeah, I want to do that again. Mandalorian assault armor. Okay, so if I bring the bodies back to Zevron with the will, I get the stuff. If I bring the bodies to the salvager, I get 1,000 credits. Zevron might not take the bodies. So let's see what I can get from Zevron.
I shall make this one see. Soon you shall know pain.
I don't know which way is back to base, but I'll go this way. I picked wisely. Oh. Right. Don't want to look like a Jedi or anything. I'll get back to you.
It's you again. Well, you know who I am. I figure you've got a reason for coming back. You want something? So you did. Here's the credits I told you about. Even with the caves cleared, I imagine it'll take some time before the Kinrath aren't on the plains. That was very helpful of you. You've saved some lives today. You want something? I don't have anything to say about that. We can talk more later. It's you again. Well, you know who I am. I figure you've got a reason for coming back. You want something? I'll tell you what I tell all those grubby salvagers. No body, no claim. I'm no longer even looking at wills or credit notes, and if you think that's gruesome, then go space yourself. Let me see the will. I'll be glad to get rid of this claim and get those salvagers out of my headquarters. Let me see. He left his claim to you. How'd he even... You know, at this point, I don't even care. I'll have one of the militia get the claim for you. Here's your claim. I'll go let the salvagers know that it's been taken care of. Hopefully this is the last I hear of it.
It won't be. Oh, there's my dark side point. But I got a lightsaber and a crystal. And I'm a goody guy anyway, so that's relatively low priority. How's my journal looking? Okay, I can go turn in the thief part. Bad reputation. Encounter remains of a master of Bosch on Korriban. I already did that one. I don't know why that's still listed. So... let's go, talk to the salvagers about the thief. I always think it's funny in Star Wars how so many people think that they're going to take down a Jedi.
Ah, the traveler has returned. I hope the Dantooine is providing suitable distraction and entertainment for you. So, what should we talk about?
Where is that him? Yep.
I feel much better now, thanks to you. I don't think I thanked you properly down there. I was pretty shaken. I really hope the Jedi salvage you bought was worth it. I meant what I said about no returns, though. I need the money to go home. But it's nice to see you again, regardless. All of us salvagers know about that. I'd ask Derala, though. She's talked with the militia the most about it. If you ask me, the thief isn't human. One of those smart Lagreks.
What? Who is that? Oh, it's you. So, you managed to get all the salvage, eh? That's our livelihood you're stepping on. You should watch yourself.
Somebody over here is...
Jaren says you saved him down there. Next time you should ask for a reward.
Aren't I supposed to be finding a, part for a vaporator? Maybe I just talked to the, dude again and... Yeah, the stories about how much more powerful the Jedi are than they seem to actually be would put most people off. And yet, you still get a bunch of people who think, oh, I'm going to use my little camping knife and take you down, Jedi.
Any luck on getting my modulator back from Joran? I don't think anyone here will be able to help me. Excellent. How did you deal with Joran?
It has to be someone near their camp, and no one else lives around them. You might be right, but I doubt it. Are they turning on their own? Typical. That's about all I know. I've never seen the thief clearly. Do you have any idea who it is? Really? So it isn't a salvager. Well, the war affected different people different ways. Is she gonna be alright? I guess I had it all wrong. I thought those salvagers were to blame. Look, if you see her again, tell her maybe we can work something out. I need help on my farm. She's already shown she knows something about farming equipment. I know a lot of people that need a second chance right about now. Here's your reward. Finally, I can get back to work. Thanks for the help. I plan on going back to the farm shortly.
And it's time to go rescue Master Vrook. But it's also time to say goodnight to you fine folks. So we will save the game right here. And next week, on Monday at 7 o'clock, we will pick up with the rescue of Master Vrook. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight and hopefully enjoying the game. I certainly enjoy bringing it to you. The up to 3 hours that you've been here were definitely a lot of fun for me. I hope everybody is doing well. You're healthy and taking care of yourself. Check in on your friends and family. Make sure everybody knows that you care about their well-being. Until next time, take care, everyone.